So we're finally on the first floor, and of course that's brought up some questions all on its own, Lucinda. As you can see, we can now actually see what the views are like, which we've never seen before.
It's such a common thing, unless you've had the budget to get a cherry picker onto the site first and actually go up to where your first floor is going to be and have a look at the views. This is the first moment people get to see what they're going to be looking at.
It's actually incredible, because when you think of all the planning, all the thought, all the walking around on the territory, and now suddenly there's a whole new world up here that we hadn't noticed before. Unfortunately, this has revealed a problem, and the client has had sleepless nights worrying about this. Basically, we've realised that there isn't a window on this side, and it just happens to be one of the best views in the house. So we're just wondering whether or not we should quickly run back and change plans, or should we just leave things as they are?
This is exactly the moment to have this discussion. Any later, it starts becoming so expensive to think about that it's not worth it. There are a couple of things you need to ask your architect first. Adding in a window onto this side, are there any planning implications? It's really important that you find that out, because quickly putting in a window, you could have the planners coming back and getting a little irate with you about it. But at this stage, we can see that the wall is only half built. The builder actually could very easily reshape the bricks to add a window in if it's what you want. Cost-wise, the implications are small. It's the cost of a new window and a little bit of building work to be adjusted. So your clients are right to worry, but it's the right time to worry as well. Least expensive moment to look at a decision like this.
Basically, your advice, Lucinda, is if you feel something's not quite right, or you want to make a little change, speak to the builder, speak to the architect, and
always
speak now.
Speak now, or forever hold your peace, or write out a very large cheque.
So it's come to that exciting point where the client is finally going to choose the windows. And I mean, they're so important, Lucinda, aren't they?
They are.
Personally, I'm getting really excited about the windows. But we do need to think about some things, especially the internals, because it's so far all I've been thinking about has been the externals.
Yes, and in fact, you do need to think about how a window will be finished inside. A standard window, it's going to go in and you'd have the plaster of the wall running up, turning the corner and going straight up to the window. Your client's house, they want that Georgian feel. Now, a sort of Georgian rectory style house would have had a little bit more money spent on it. And the chances are the sides of the window internally would have been framed out with timber, and there may well have been an architrave planted on the wall as well. More architectural detailing. Things like that you need to start thinking about before you order the windows, because in fact the window manufacturer may even do a casing that can go around the inside of the window, which comes as part of the window itself.
Perfect. Saves lots of money and lots
Absolutely.
of time. What about if you haven't ordered the casing? Can you have that put on retrospectively?
Yes, the builder could certainly do that. The joiner, in fact, it would be, can do it. But it's just, this is all detailing. The chances are at the pricing stage, actually. Things like that won't have cropped up. The builder won't have known that you might want to do it. So the earlier the better, as always. But the other thing to remember when you're ordering the windows is paint colour. There's a good chance they're just going to pre-finish it for you in a paint colour, and they'll probably say, should we just do it in white? Now, your windows ideally want to be the same colour as the woodwork in the room. So try and make sure you know what that colour is. This early on in the job, breeze block stage, you need to be thinking about paint colours.